Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses with your Wednesday morning forecast update. Looks like we'll finally be hitting the nicer part of the week today. The heavy rain is behind us. We just have some very slight rain chances here for the next few days and relatively comfortable temperatures as well. But I think everybody happy to see the weather quiet down today. We had just a lot of hail and wind damage reports yesterday. Looks like we did have a confirmed tornado in Caddo Parish near Shreveport as well as Greenwood that caused some damage as well, and just a lot of flooding. We had a good 2 to 3 inches of rain once again yesterday, so the lakes and rivers coming up on flood stage, and some points of the Red River, especially up between Texas and Oklahoma, will be in minor flood stage for the next few days here. And just a reminder, if you go to our website, if you go to ktlnews.com, just look for the weather tab there. We have a page with all of the river and lake levels to keep up with over the next week. Those levels will stay pretty high through the weekend and into early next week. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we have any heavy rain in the forecast, at least in the short term here. As you go out this morning, if you're out before 8 a.m., likely we'll have some mist and some drizzle out there. Had a pretty good misting on the way to work this morning in the Shreveport area. And once the temperatures start to warm up a little bit, that mist will come to an end and the clouds will start to break a bit. I did want to show you there is a warm front that is stalled to the north of us right along the Ouachita Mountains, and that will be the trigger for maybe just some isolated showers and storms later today. But those big rounds of storms that we've been dealing with this week, those have come to an end. I don't expect that we'll see another one of those for the rest of this week. So your temperatures here this morning, most areas in the low 60s once we get to sunrise here. So it's a comfortable temperature day, warmer than yesterday. Obviously, the rain kept us in the 60s and low 70s yesterday. Today, with a little sun breaking through by the mid to late morning, we'll likely wind up in the 70s and low 80s this afternoon. Pretty close to average. Average high is 82, and we'll kind of linger close to that for the rest of the week. As far as the severe weather hazards today, again, there's just a marginal risk of any severe storms popping up along that warm front. In the front will just kind of slide to the east tomorrow. We're in that level 1 marginal risk, so it again looks very doubtful that we would see any issues as far as tornadoes or maybe even hail. Looks like wind would be the main threat for us today, and just given so much heavy rain, if we get one thunderstorm that pops up and drops an inch or two of rain, it would continue to bring a high flood threat to the local area that does see that. But again, no widespread or heavy rain issues expected across the region today. So here's a look at your Robbins Toyota Futurecast. There may be a few storms out there later today, but it's not going to be a lot of them. You can see the rain and mist kind of wrapping up by the mid to late morning. The clouds should break a bit. We're not going to have much wind today. Usually the wind can help break the clouds up a bit, but with light wind this morning, we'll probably stay overcast for a few hours. Once we get to the afternoon and things warm up, you can see a little more sun popping through. And there's just a little storm development there, maybe across the very northern edge of the Arklatex. And if those storms are able to get going again, main thing would be wind, but it honestly does not look like on any of the forecast models from what I'm seeing that we were going to see much in the way of any widespread rainfall. And we'll just kind of repeat that tomorrow. You can see a few, just 20% chance of maybe some spotty showers and storms on Thursday. Slightly higher chance that we'll see some rain on Friday, but again, still looks very doubtful that we would see any significant rain or any kind of severe weather to wrap up the week here. This area of low pressure that's bringing the rain the last few days still close to us this weekend, so it may try to pull some rain in on Saturday, but won't be much. The weekend's still looking very nice. We should have highs in the 70s and a little cooler in the mornings in the 50s as we go into the weekend. And we'll start out next week dry. I think we'll be dry for most of next week. Next week starts in the 80s, but we may have a run of some 90-degree days by the end of next week.